And this question goes out to Chuck, an email that came in from Wendy, who had a buyer who fell in love with a home earlier this year. I think Wendy is an agent. She said, the buyer said to Wendy, I have to have this house. It's my dream home. That's what the buyer said. After 9 offers and a bidding war, Wendy was able to get the house for her buyer. 10 minutes after the acceptance of the offer, Wendy says, the buyer said, I don't want the home anymore. Wendy is wondering, since the buyer wanted out, she didn't want to pay money for any inspections, and she said that she wasn't going to write the earnest check money either. Wendy is wondering, how does she proceed? How does she protect her buyer and Wendy's professional reputation? I've seen this happen before. It's the need to want something, and then once you get it, it's like, what? It's buyer's remorse all the way, right, Chuck?
Well, as Spock said in the classic episode Amok Time, having is not so wonderful a thing as wanting.
Oh,
Anyhow,
he's quoting Spock on us, Brad.
hey, there you go.
Wow, that's great.
There you go. Hey,
Yeah.
How does she protect the buyer? I don't know that she can at that point, other than telling the buyer that she's got a signed contract. She needs to perform, because, you know, if she walks off and they go and sell the property at a lesser amount, arm's length transaction, you can't go sell it to mom and dad for $5. But in an arm's length transaction, if they sell it for less, she could be liable to the sellers for the difference between the two contracts. Secondly, realtors earn commission on that. They can go after their commission. And of course, if she didn't write out the good faith deposit, that's something she probably should have had in hand when she was doing the contract. But if it's not there, you can't really take it. The good thing is, in this market, a lot of these houses will sell quickly at a higher price or a similar price. And then, the wonderful legal rule of thumb, no harm, no foul, can come in. You can't get double commission off of something like that. But it'll be a stressful few nights until that property is resold.
So would you suggest that she go tell the seller's agent right off the bat, hey, my buyer's got remorse?
Yeah. And usually they'll call someone like me or some other attorney to talk to the person and let them know what could happen. But it's still going to be up to that person whether they plan to proceed. And we run into that. Most of the people I know go ahead and complete the sale and then sell it themselves. Nothing the agent can do.
What about if she doesn't present the good faith money? If it's not received in 3 days, isn't the contract declared null and void anyway?
Yeah, but there's clean hands involved here. If I do something to sink the contract, not so good for me. I can't. If I don't have clean hands in this, then I could still be held liable for that.
All right. That's a new term for us, clean hands. We know what that means normally, washing them, but okay.
Yeah, well,
on the start, yeah.